This is FYI on your TV. I'm Kathy Bossum. I have got Lucie Bingley back with me. You are the chair of our Smith Falls Accessibility Advisory Committee. Welcome back.
Oh, thank you for having me.
We were originally going to talk about Halloween, but my goodness, we just added to our agenda for this morning, and we've got lots to talk about. So let's get at it. We're going to talk first about Halloween and making it accessible for children and their parents and guardians.
Sure.
Okay, now there's a sign that is out. I saw you on Facebook. You were promoting this sign. People can pick them up. Can you talk about the sign and what it means, Lucie?
Yeah, well, basically by putting that sign on your lawn, you're indicating that you will make your house accessible to children with all kinds of different disabilities, whether it be more of an obvious disability like being in a wheelchair, or whether it be less obvious, such as, autism or anything that more of on the social end. So having that sign says that you will maybe take out flashing lights or sounds that might trigger a problem in some children, and also indicates that you will either maybe your house is accessible, or you will go to the end of your driveway and hand out treats from there.
And that's what I do. As I put this sign up, and I usually go to the end of the driveway, or if it's raining out, my garage door is open and my house is accessible then. I do have a front step to get into my front door, so that way if I open up my garage door or if I go down to the end of the laneway, I've made it accessible. But I really like to make the point that you were making, Lucie. It isn't always a physical barrier that we're talking about. We're not just talking about wheelchairs and maybe a walker. It is, some children have trouble with lights and sounds, and they can trigger even a seizure.
Absolutely. It's so diverse, the amount of disabilities that can be present, and it's so important to make it inclusive for all children, not just the ones that it might be obvious,
And we want
also the ones that aren't.
We want everybody to have a good Halloween, a fun and safe Halloween.
Yes.
Now, where can we get signs? Because these are available for people.
They are available, so we were able to, as a committee, secure some signs, and I'd like to thank John Gray for expediting that from Remax, and it was able to collect the signs, and they are now up at the community center for pickup. And there's also a website that you can go to and you can print your own. So it's Treat Accessibly, and accessibly is spelled ACCESSIBLY.com. So treataccessibly.com, and there's a link there, and you are welcome to print off your own lawn sign. Looks the same as
these signs are very sturdy. I've had mine for
Yes.
a few years now too. And when did this initiative start, Lucie?
2017, in a place in Ontario, somewhere in Ontario. Family realized that there's children on our street that can't trick or treat, so they took it upon themselves to start this initiative, and it spiraled from there. And the goal is by 2025 to have 400,000 homes in Ontario accessible and using the Treat Accessibly signs. And we have over 100,000 now, so we are well on our way. So let's keep it going.
That's right. That's right. Now let's move on to our agenda, because we've got lots to talk about. I actually wanted to talk to you about the bandstand downtown. I saw you down there at the grand opening in July, and let me tell you, when I saw it being built and I saw that it was accessible, it just melted my heart. I was so happy to see that. But you had something to do it, you and your committee. So let's talk about that.
Yeah, we when the bandstand was the idea came came to fruition and was starting to be developed, it was very immediate that the accessibility committee had a lot of involvement in that and deciding various aspects of the design and what truly works for all types of disabilities. We're lucky on our committee to have a wide range of different disabilities, and so we were able to get perspectives of what works for everybody. And want to personally thank Mayor Panko and the councilors and the town, and the bandstand to this day is absolutely beautiful and very, very accessible. It's got a nice ramp and wonderful surface and a wonderful walkway around it. So they've done a lot of wonderful work.
Absolutely. I mean, people that can go up, they can get their pictures taken. They can go up and they can be one of the performers. They can go up there and just even sit and watch the view. It's a beautiful, beautiful downtown image for us right now too. And it's beautiful at nighttime. Have you seen it at nighttime?
It's beautiful at nighttime. I've driven by a few times and they have it all very well lit, and it's just beautiful. We're lucky to have it, and it's a great asset to the town for sure.
Perfect, perfect. Now you mentioned the town council too. Last night you went to your first town council meeting.
I did. I had the pleasure of going and being able to sit in the audience and watch the council meeting, and certainly the chambers are very accessible and very lovely. There's a great elevator that you can use to get up there, and there's a button on the door to access it that way, to open it. So it's very, very, very spacious and lovely. So I
Excellent.
was very thankful to have that experience.
I mean, when you talk about your accessibility advisory committee too, you've got Mayor Panko and Mayor and Town Councillor McGuire that are on your committee as well.
Yes. Yeah. We are very proud to have both gentlemen on there, and they certainly do a wonderful job of bringing forward issues maybe from council that the accessibility committee needs to be consulted on. And likewise, they do a wonderful job of collecting the information that we determine at the committee meetings and bringing it back to council and making sure that appropriate action is taken.
And I mean, speaking of which, your committee had a lot to do with the redevelopment downtown too.
Yes, we did. We were consulted on a number of different aspects of the redevelopment, and from traffic lights, and I know we were chatting earlier about the timing of being able to cross the street before the light turns. And so we've actually been able to put in timers that help you by counting down the seconds, and we were actually able to add a few seconds, so that's a wonderful addition too. And the surfaces of the walkways and the sidewalks, and of course lowering the sidewalks so there's no curbs, and they've just they have done a wonderful job at consulting us and doing exactly what we have said.
And making it inclusive.
Yes, it's very inclusive, and I walk down there quite a bit, and it's wonderful to be able to just walk from place to place and not have a curb to be in the way.
That's right, that's right. And you can go into the bandstand.
Yes, yes.
That's right, that's right. Can we just mention one more time about your accessible trick-or-treating signs, where people can get them?
Yes, so you can go head right on over to the rink. They're available now. right up until Halloween. I encourage you to get them as soon as possible and feel free to put them out uh, right now, right as soon as you get them. You don't have to wait till Halloween night. So head on over to the community center and get one, or you can go to treataccessibly.com and find the link there and print off your own sign and join in the fun. And let's make this as inclusive as we can.
That's right, and that's a good point too. Put it up a couple of days before Halloween so people can find out where you are and where you can bring your children.
Yes.
That's right, that's right. Well, thank you very much for joining us. Is there anything you'd like to add before we wrap up, Lucie?
I think that's it.
All right.
But I'd like to thank you for your time and it was a wonderful opportunity to speak to you on such a wonderful initiative.
Well, I thank you for everything you've done to make our town inclusive and making our children in Smith Falls have a safe and happy Halloween too. So thank you very much for joining us. Lucie Bingley, the chair of our Smith Falls Accessibility Committee. Thanks for joining us. This is your second term as well.
Yes, it is.
That's right.
Yes, it is. The term aligns with council and was proud to be on it for the 4 years previous, and now we're on our second term. We were sworn in October, and so we have most of the term left to go.
Excellent, excellent. Well, thanks for
Excited
joining us.
for initiatives to come.
Oh, well, we look forward to having you back here on FYI to talk about them too.
Thank you.
Thank you, Lucie.